Welcome to Derek's Diary on the 26th of July 2011. This is an article from CNBC from cnbc.com/id/43886482. Obama urges compromise to avoid reckless default. Reckless is an adjective, utterly unconcerned about the consequences of some action. Without caution, careless, usually followed by of, to be reckless of danger. Characterized by or proceeding from such carelessness, reckless extravagance. No, not that, but you know what I mean. President Barack Obama called on Republican and Democrat leaders on Monday night to reach a fair compromise on raising the debt ceiling to avert a reckless and irresponsible national default. In the address, or in the address to the nation, Obama spelled out the severe economic consequences of a default or even a credit ratings downgrade resulting from failure to strike a deal on raising the $14.3 trillion debt and reducing the budget deficit. And I brought this word reckless for the definition for a reason, because here we are talking about stuff that just is reckless. And the question is, what is the long-term effects of having a debt-based system with a monopoly towards central banks? Well, if you're not too sure, just look around the last 20, 30 years and, well, you'll see it. Defaulting on our obligations is a reckless and irresponsible outcome to this debate. Why? Anyway, we would risk sparking a deep economic crisis. Um. The deep economic crisis is already here because it was 1913 when the Federal Reserve came into play, and well, when you look at the food stamp issues, how many people are in major debt today? Yeah. I mean, I think it would be smart if you could address the nation, Mr. Barack Obama, and state that fiat money backed by absolutely nothing is guaranteed to cause massive debt for countries, businesses, corporations, and individuals on major level because interest creates money out of thin air without creating it, thus making it become debt. And he says that this was one caused almost entirely by Washington. I wonder, because it was the Federal Reserve, in my opinion. So, yeah, it was caused by Washington. When you consider Washington to be the Federal Reserve, you can say the Federal Reserve is not federal. But when the President of the United States decide who the Federal Reserve Chairman is and let them do what they do, they're federal. And it's reckless, in my opinion. Now, if you want to read the rest of it, you can. I know for the comments, it's actually, what do we got for comments in here? Wouldn't it be great if the American people saw a president that truly wasn't or truly wanted to unite a country rather than divide it? At every turn, he says bad things about the Republicans. Then he states that he wants everyone to compromise. This is not the way to get the American people uniting. He also talks about the Republicans and the fat cats. Well, those fat cats sure donated millions to his war chest for re-election. Now, who is for the fat cats? The debt ceiling should be lowered, not raised. I agree with Barack Obama about raising taxes, but only for the ultra wealthy of 1 million in income should pay 35% taxes, yada yada yada. Here's the problem. As long as we're having this fiat money system, no matter how you do it, there's going to be major problems. So as far as your just independent 2 cents of opinion, and of course it's opinion because it's hard for people to know this stuff when President Obama and Ben Bernanke and Timothy Geithner do not tell you how money is created. So if you're not told this, how could you know? It's not fair for you, in my opinion. Straight talk. Until the size and cost of governments are cut and a fair progressive tax structure is in place, we are headed downhill. Well, yeah. There's nothing good to say about a bunch of PRKS who would FUCK their mothers. Well, just scare tactics to support his reelection. Yeah, or tactics not really to support the reelection, but scare tactics to try to keep their dollar alive, in my opinion. That was a great speech. I didn't realize that George Bush was the cause of the entire nation's downfall. It was so severe that Obama cannot resolve it even by spending, even after almost 3 years. I guess that the wealthy have been keeping too much money and that they must be taxed and all da 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 da. No, no, that's not the answer. It's because of how money is created and why interest is 100% guaranteed. And because this whole Ponzi scheme has been going on for so long, that's why we're at a critical state where the debt is now becoming higher than the currency supply. And there's a lot of comments on here. I'm just going to read random ones that I haven't seen before, if this will even load. CNBC, I don't like their webpage. I really, really don't like their webpage too much. They have a lot of BS, bogus crap. The social welfare state around the developed world is broke. What else do we got in here? What a disaster. Politicians who know better than the public who voted them into office as representatives for them are mistaken. But I have to give you one credit here, Mr. White House people, and that is you have done a magnificent job in hiding to people and keeping people unaware about the creation of fiat money with interest and what the impacts actually are. Because now it's at the point where the only reason that most people are going to find this out is because they've seen the impacts at such massive degrees. I don't know how much more we got before it's massive, but we're already there. Thank you for watching.